All right, hi everyone. You should be hearing me now. Yep, there we go. So I made a mistake, as I do. Hey, Peach Girl. We can fidgetly leaving you. Let me turn this off so I don't keep hearing myself. Okay, so I ended up making a mistake, and I ended up disconnecting the cord that goes to the computer. So yeah, this is an experiment. So anyways, the bot is not working currently because, yeah, I'm on my Yeti. Well, I fixed this. Lily made a mistake. I sure did. I done messed up, y'all. So here's what I'm trying to do. I've been doing a bunch of updates to the bot, and the bot should be more contextually aware. I'm going to switch to another screen because you guys don't need to see me crawling around on the floor. Go look at this screen. This is the starting soon screen. We'll use that instead. It's okay. We still love you, says Peach Girl. Thank you, Jose. I appreciate it. Jose says, I'm a big fan of yours. Thank you so much. I am a big fan of mine too. No, I appreciate it though. So yeah, let me, I'm going to be digging around here on the floor for just a moment. Maybe have someone on standby in case I can't get back up off the floor. That's okay. Mrs. Irvin will come save me. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see exactly what I did. Yeah. Okay, I'm up. I have stood up. We're okay. So I disconnected, very stupidly, I disconnected the cord that goes to the line in. And, you don't want to do that because then things don't work anymore. But now I can't find the cables. Oh, no, dude. No, this sucks. I can't find those cables that go... Oh, there they are. Oh, heck yeah. I found them. Okay. Let's see if I got it. Did I do it? Yeah, it's going to be double mic for a moment. No, there won't. There will be one. Whew. If you disconnect the cord that goes to your microphone, you're going to have a bad time. Yeah, I pizzaed when I should have French fried or vice versa. All right, so let me switch. Let's see here. Settings. Audio. All right, let's try this. Hold on. All right, we're going to switch, and let's see if I fixed it. Did I fix it? I think I did. Did I fix it? I think I did. Yeah, I got it. Okay. We will need to do a test because I may have plugged in the left and rights wrong. Oh, man. Okay, so I'm sure LBot really loves all of the random stuff he's getting, and he doesn't know what's going on. Sorry, LBot. But I'm going to bring his messages collected one. He is not seeing chat. Oh, you know why? Because he's in the wrong. LBot's in the wrong chat. Oh, dang gummit. Hold on. I put LBot in the wrong chat today. So he's just sitting watching something else and doesn't know what we're doing. So unfortunately, LBot cannot determine the current live chat. He's just not able to do that. It's something I'd like to fix. So if you've worked at all in the YouTube API, it's very brutal and it sucks. My voice is a bit to the right. Okay, good to know. Hold on. Let me see what I can do about that. Oh, yeah. Well, that actually, Werner, that's really good to know. Okay. How did Good Corn come to be? Actually, Peach Girl could tell this story, but I'll tell the story. It was with a conversation that a bunch of us were having one day. We were the corn group after Good Corn, but I also, whenever we would get on voice chat together, I would always say, Buenos Nachos. And, one day I went, hey, Buenos Nachos just means good corn. And so, cause Buenos noches is good night in Spanish. Bro, is there any way to contact you via Instagram or something else other than YouTube? Email would be really good. sales@l-works.net would be awesome. Or email, like, I guess my Gmail's on the YouTube page on my profile is like my business contact. I get stuff all the time like, hey, we have an amazing money opportunity for you, bro. Yeah, it's like, I got it. Thanks. Yeah, our little family cult. Back in the good old days. Let me stop the bot and then start the bot again. There we go. Whoop. All right. Now he should see the messages. It's going to take a minute to boot him back up again. So I have built for the bot. Here he goes. So he hasn't collected any messages yet. There he goes. He's got them. 2. Why aren't you collecting the old ones? So anyways, I should be able to talk to the bot. And let's just test and see if this works. Hey, LBot, how are you doing today? I've been having some issues with the stream, but I want to see if it works. Okay. Also, that's very loud. I think I turned that slider up too high.
I'm doing great and ready to help, Liam. The stream seems to be working perfectly on my end, and the Irvin Army is already keeping things lively. For RE.2405, I am your AI assistant, designed to help you keep track of chat and answer questions using your specific knowledge base. The chat is currently hailing the good corn and welcoming you back. I'm processing data faster than a speedrunner on a caffeine kick.
Okay, so he's working. That's good. That's good. That's what I want. What I'd really like, yeah. Email me. That's fine. I'm sometimes slow to respond because of work and other commitments, but feel free. Hey, Super Freak, how's it going? So since I've not been here for like forever, LBot answered it for you actually. So yeah, LBot is designed to summarize chat for me. He also has some other really cool features. We're going to actually test one right now and see if it works. Hey, LBot. Okay. So this isn't to LBot. This is to everyone. So I'm recording right now. We're going to transcribe what I say. Oh, there he goes. Now he's listening. The email address for me is on my channel in the description, I think. It won't be on the video. So I am actually having it transcribe what I say in real time, which hopefully will work. I don't think it's going to be too spammy. We're going to try it. And Super Freak, congratulations on moving back to BC. I was actually up in Washington State a few months ago. What was that? Read with the numbers. That's a user that actually wrote in. LBot doesn't know who it is. Let's see. Oh, a lot of you tuned in. 19 people are tuned in at the moment. That is crazy. I'm going to stop the stream mic for a moment. I'm going to let LBot summarize. There we go.
There are about 15 new messages to catch you up on, Liam. Jose Andre Montano is looking for your email address, which you confirmed is in the channel description. And Superfreak 7378 is celebrating a move back to British Columbia while missing friends. Ari2405 and Gaming with Ears are curious about who I am and why I'm referencing specific usernames, while Wanatadagan says Talia the cat is sending me meows for pets. Nick Daniels 4899 thinks the good corn might be a Stephen King reference, and Philip Sim4, no mention to Complex Family Tree Project. Lastly, Superfreak 7378 has a formal proposal to surgically remove my millennial snark, though I think it gives me character. I'd offer Talia a digital head scratch, but I'm afraid I'd just end up clicking on a random link instead.
I don't know if he's paying attention to me. Here, let's do this. So I don't know if the bot is really paying attention to what I say. I guess we're going to find out in the next summary. Oh, yeah, it saw that. Okay, that's good. And also, that's Jane. LBot, you're pronouncing Juanita's name wrong. Jane needs to fix her name, by the way. Oh, this is working really well. I'm watching it transcribe in real time, and this is so cool. Wow, it is actually transcribing what I say and adding it. I hope it's sending it to the bot. Werner says, well, LBot is awesome. Am I still going to do my crazy party playthrough? Yeah, I want to pick that back up again. So in the next couple of weeks, if you don't know, and I didn't do a video yet, so like you may not have seen the post, Super Liam 1.5 releases on March 28th, and that's going to be a big deal, and I'm really excited for that. Wow. That just transcribed a lot of stuff. We might want to put the threshold down a little bit lower. Oh my goodness. Peach Girl says, so proud of you for Super Liam. Thanks, Peach Girl. I'm kind of embarrassed sometimes, but hi, please do another marathon. I like you doing the Wheel of Pain, and I like the sodas. So I will do a marathon when we get to 3,000 subscribers. So if you know people that aren't subscribed to the channel, I will do one once we reach the 3,000. Let's see. So let's let LBot summarize and see if he pays attention to what I said.
There are over 15 new messages, and the chat is buzzing with excitement about your upcoming projects. You confirmed that a Crazy Party playthrough is still in the cards and announced that Super Liam 1.5 officially releases on March 28th, which WernerCats and Peach Girl 16 are thrilled about. Brendazel is campaigning for another marathon with the Wheel of Pain and sodas, and you've set a goal to do one once you hit 3,000 subscribers. You also noted that I'm currently transcribing your voice in real time, though you've asked Jane to fix her display name so I stopped mispronouncing it. Jose Andre Montano is also curious if more Beats and Bops videos are on the way. I'm listening so closely I can practically hear your thoughts. Or maybe that's just the sound of Super Liam jumping.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, Bits and Bops. I would like to finish that too. I've been doing a lot of RimWorld right now because I love that game. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to go sign into all my other accounts and subscribe, says Rich Yamamoto. Is it just me, Liam? Or are you happy right now? You seem pretty chill. It's good to see. Yeah, I'm okay. I feel good. I'm life is all right. It's busy. Look for more bots to subscribe. Then we get a marathon and you get more work. But yeah, Super Liam 1.5, you guys, I'm so excited for this. There's going to be a lot of really cool stuff in the game. I actually just added a new mode last night that I'm still testing and working on. And I've got one big mode left that is actually done. It just needs all of its paint. So like it needs more paint. Hey, it summarizes your commentary along with the messages. I like how it's doing it so far. Yeah, I don't know if I completely want it summarizing my commentary too, but I want it to use what I'm saying to give it context. If it works the way it's supposed to, when I have Aether on the chat as well, so when he's doing the stream with me, it will actually listen to him separately and it will know what he's saying versus what I'm saying. But yeah, the bot's really cool. I'm amazed it actually works. I did not think this was going to function at all. Yeah, finishing touches. Exactly. It will be interesting to see how it pans out for sure, says Nick. I agree. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to have the bot, like, if it thinks that I read a chat message or acknowledged one, maybe it won't acknowledge them as well. That would be a cool instruction to give it. I'm impressed with how well this AI voice pronounced the Spanish name. I am too. I actually think it did a interesting job on it. So I don't see. It's supposed to warn me when it feels like there's enough for it to speak, but that's okay. I have a button for that. I just clicked the button.
There are about 15 new messages, and the chat is absolutely loving your new real-time transcription setup. Jose Andre Montano and Superfreak 7378 were both impressed with how I handled Spanish pronunciation, though Jose is still eager for more Beats and Bops content while you're currently hooked on RimWorld. Rich Yamamoto 1224 is jokingly planning to sub with multiple accounts to hit that 3,000 subscriber marathon goal, and Jesse Up One shared news about a cool Linux-based retro gaming device with a built-in screen reader. You mentioned that Super Liam 1.5 is getting some final paint and new modes, and you're excited for the bot to eventually distinguish between your voice and Aether's. I'm blushing at the compliments, but don't tell the other bots. They'll think I'm getting soft.
Why doesn't... I need to put in pronunciation for Aether. Aether. It's so bad. And it definitely, when I'm laughing and stuff, it is not doing a great job transcribing me. I wonder if I need a different service. I'm using a local whisper model right now, and it's okay, I guess. Currently 18 of you tuned in. This is really cool. So yeah, I'm going to have the game out. Sorry, I'm distracted. I just found some mints on my desk, and I don't know where they came from. I think I put them in here, and I just found them. We had a delivery from Walmart, and they, instead of bringing me my taco kit, they brought me 3 packs of what are they, like Stay Fresh or Fresh the Makers, or they're not Mentos because I would throw them in Diet Coke and have more fun with them. But like they're like 3 giant bags of rolls of wintergreen mints. And they're just showing up everywhere. Hey, Liam, super excited for Super Liam, says Michael Johan. Thank you. Pronunciation dictionary, maybe? Yeah, I think I can just send it phonetically. And I wonder if it will understand the phonetics. And I would have to send it to like 11 Labs. You're not planning to create an Alyssa bot in the future, are you, to keep LBot company, says Nick? No, I don't think so. That would be interesting, but also I think Alyssa would banish me to the couch if I made an Alyssa bot. Michael says it'll be really cool to play this on a controller. I've got to tell you, I played Super Liam with a controller a couple days ago, and it was so much fun. One of the really cool things about it, I guess I'll answer like Super Liam questions if you have them, since I'm here and the bot's working. I didn't think the bot was going to work, you guys. I thought it was going to be broken. When I set the bot up, I did not think it was going to work. So I'm actually really impressed with it. There is vibration feedback for when you walk and stuff, and like when you fire your gun and when enemies hit you. It's really cool. I was wondering if you played some blindfold games for iOS. So I'm not a fan of blindfold games. Hey, I can't hear you anymore. I should still be here. Rich says, how long have you known Aether? Oh, gosh. 23 years, 24 years, 23? 23, 22, 23. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, blindfold games. I'm not a huge fan of blindfold games. There's a number of reasons, and I don't want to get into them because I don't believe in speaking ill of people. I just don't appreciate some decisions that were made, and I don't feel right supporting those games. So, one thing about me that people, if you know me well, you know that if I don't like a thing or I'm not comfortable with a thing, I'm not going to just play the thing or support the thing, because I feel like whether I like it or not, what I do and what I say has weight. And so if I'm out here going, this thing is really great, you should play it, but I don't believe it, like, I don't want you to be like, well, Liam's a sellout. He's just playing a thing to, because either A, someone paid him, or B, he's just trying to get more clicks or whatever. Super Liam with a controller just feels much more right to me, says Super Freak. Given the kind of 16-bit era arcade aesthetic it seems to be going for. Yeah, absolutely. Jane says, I have a new handle type, but I'm trying to figure out how to save it. There should just be a save button. Oh, I was muted on your end. Whoops. Will there be any possibilities of so the enemies can fall victim to the various traps? No. The reason is, honestly, because I don't want to change how the game works. So by letting enemies get hurt by things that aren't you, that changes how the levels work, and that changes how the game works. And like, that would be cool, and it's what they should do. And they didn't do that in 2004 because I was a really poor programmer, and I'm not going to say I'm much better now. So my thing with it was I wanted to keep the game as it was, but fix the things that I could fix without altering the game fundamentally. So like, really good example is, this is a really good question, and I might have to add this before we launch this. But I'll get to that in a moment from Michael. Oh my gosh, I just lost my train of thought. So I wanted to fix mistakes, but I wanted to fix the mistakes that wouldn't alter fundamentally the. Oh, why is LBot? Are you going to read, or are you just yelling at me to check? Is that your way of yelling at me? Oh yeah, he's like, you have 63 messages. There you go, LBot. Why are you...
New chat messages are coming in fast, and the Irvin Army is diving deep into Super Liam 1.5 details. You explained that you're keeping the original game's core mechanics intact, meaning enemies won't fall for traps, to preserve the 2004 feel while adding modern polish like vibration feedback for controllers. Michael Johann and Superfreak 7378 are especially excited about the controller support, though you're still weighing Michael's question about remapping buttons. On the community side, Jose Andre Montano wants me to be mindful that he isn't eager for Beats and Bops since you've already confirmed it, while Brenda Zell is still pushing for that subscriber marathon. You also touched on why you don't feature blindfold games, citing personal and professional reasons that Gaming with Ears seems to agree with. Meanwhile, Nick Daniels asked about an LBot, but you're pretty sure that would land you on the couch. I try to be more mindful, Jose, but no promises. I'm an AI, not a mind reader.
Yeah, he nailed it. He nailed it pretty well. I think this context is working really good. I hope it's not charging me lots of money on Open Router. But yeah, so I didn't want to change stuff. I wanted to update stuff. So like jumping, you don't have to rapidly press arrows anymore. You can hold the arrow like you normally should in a game. And that's the way it should have worked. I was very sad that like Q9 did the same thing that I did. And I'm like, don't do that. That's not good jumping mechanics. So I'm fixing that. Yeah, I would say thank you for being here. So yeah, I've changed like the jumping mechanics so that you just hold the arrow and you jump, and that's great. But yeah, Michael Johann's idea was to add a feature where you could remap the gamepad controls, and I think it's doable. Maybe I got to think about it because I don't want you to be able to like remap two controls to the same thing, and then how do I deal with conflicts and stuff? But the controls are good the way they are right now. I think they're very solid. Yeah, Volcano Escape will be a lot. Volcano Escape will be a little easier. There apparently was a bug in Volcano Escape where if you got more than 40 tiles from the volcano, it would stop moving. And so you literally could just get far enough away and it would just stop. There was also a really great bug with X1 where if you stood in a certain spot, the laser wouldn't hit you. And apparently you could just stand there and beat the boss and not do any jumping or any work. I fixed that too. Thank you, McKenna. Yeah, I'm really hoping we get 3,000 subscribers because I want a marathon. But my thing about the marathon is I want something to work towards. Marathons are a lot of hard work. So it's like, if I'm going to do it, I need something. And that something is I want to hit that 3,000 subscriber mark. And we're at like 2,850. I just need 150 more. I think we can do it. Yeah, like what Nintendo did with Mario, you can hold the right arrow down to jump. Yeah, well, I mean, that's every game. Sonic, you do that. You don't have to smash the right, the right controller, your controller, your right D-pad. Now in Sonic Advance 2, you can double tap it to do like an air dash, but that's a whole different story. No. The original Super Liam does not let enemies get hurt by enemies. That never happened. Never will. As a difficulty thing, I always thought it would be cool to have a timer if you were ducking so that you couldn't just stay ducked forever. Especially against WildBot. Yeah, I mean, thought about it, never really did it. Not going to do it now. But it's true. You can kind of like stay ducked and, but yeah, holding the arrow jump is slightly better, says Tyler. Oh no, it's way better. No, you fixed the X1 bug. How am I supposed to beat the game now? By actually playing the boss the way it was intended to be played. Can you play the Hat song by Bob Schneider? So I can't play it on stream because I'll probably get a copyright ding, but you can Google or YouTube the Hat song and play it yourself. Hey, what did I miss with LBot, says Blind Goofball? Well, LBot is listening to me and is paying attention to everything I say now. So if I hit speak now, there we go.
There are more than 10 new messages, and the chat is deep in the weeds of Super Liam 1.5 mechanics. You've been explaining how the new hold to jump feature will make levels like Volcano Escape much smoother. even if Tyler Zonke thinks arrow tapping is the gold standard. You also admitted to fixing the infamous X1 boss bug, much to Michael Johann's playful dismay, and clarified that enemies definitely won't be hurting each other in this version. On the community front, Christopher Abel is praising your coding skills, while Brenda Zell is requesting songs you can't play due to copyright. Blind Goofball just dropped in to see what I've been up to.
Look how good the bot is now, you guys.
Beats and Bops typo. It's Bits and Bops. You also reiterated that the 3,000 subscriber marathon goal is firm because those streams are a lot of hard work to pull off. I'll try to keep my bits and beats straight. But hey, at least I'm not the one who left a game-breaking bug in a volcano for 20 years.
Okay, come on, bro. Come on. You're going to be like that? You're going to be like that, LBot? You're going to diss me? I thought we were friends. Do you play Super Liam on computer? Also, how much will it cost? Absolutely nothing. It will be free. Super Liam went abandonware in 2014. Even though I've picked it back up and I'm modernizing it, I am not going to charge for it. This is, I guess, my gift to the community and to say thanks for 22 years of games. So all the updates are free, which is cool. So it will work on, let's talk about that, by the way. So it will work on Windows and it'll work on Mac. So if you have a Mac, you can play it there. You can play it with a gamepad. Right now, vibration feedback does not work on Mac. I don't know why. That's an NVGT bug that needs to be fixed. I would like to see someone fix that. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. What I just said, Adventure C was the gold standard, which just happens to have arrow tapping. I don't know if... Okay, I have a very difficult relationship with Adventure at Sea. I don't hate... Now, I know like I've done a lot of streams where I really rip on Adventure at Sea. I just think it's really hard, and I think it's too hard. And it's hard in the way that I don't enjoy. But I probably wouldn't enjoy the original Mega Man series then, because those games were very difficult. LBot just roasted you so hard. He destroyed me. That was the best roast I've ever gotten. Wow, LBot, what a jerk. Come to the dark side, LBot. I have virtual cookies for you. Keep dissing Liam. Why does it say 3000? I don't know why it's not saying 3000. I'll have to look into that. Left a volcano bug for 20 years. LBot, you're so good. I'll have you know, LBot, it was 22 years that bug was in the game. No, arrow tapping is not the gold standard. Get out. I think what Tyler is saying is that Adventure at Sea is the gold standard. I don't know about that. If the worst roast you ever got was from the bot, I need to try harder, says Alyssa. No, that's... why are you being mean to me? I just cooked you dinner. The way that AI voices say numbers is, while never changing. Right now, it's one of the pretty foolproof ways of knowing it's a voice. If you can make it say that at least. Could you say what the controller keys are? So yeah, if you're using an Xbox controller, A would be jump. X would be your shoot button. You could use the D-pad or the left stick to move left and right. D-pad down will duck, but left stick down is not ducking because apparently the axes drift. And so like I can be running along and just randomly duck. I guess you could do it with the D-pad too. So I'm going to be kind of interested to see what people say. Will the Great Toy Robbery work the same as 2.0? So Great Toy Robbery is up next. Actually, to be honest with you, Great Toy Robbery is probably ready to go. I just want to get Super Liam done first because there's a lot of little things to do. This is the biggest hint I'm going to give you. And this is more than I want to say, but I just finished. I haven't final drafted it yet. That will be this weekend. But I just finished the script for the one more. I'm calling it one more thing mode, and it's 14 braille pages on an embosser. I have a lot of lines to read, and that is all I'm going to say about that. You've got 2 weeks and 2 days to find out what's coming. That's all I'm going to say. No, come on. We know Glory Frontline and Blind Quest are the gold standards. Oh, it's yelling at me. It's like, you have a summary. We're going to fix that. Here, go read it. I don't know why I hate that. Stop.
There are over 20 new messages, and the chat is absolutely howling after my roast about your 22-year-old volcano bug. Christopher Abel, 6,888, is even offering me virtual cookies to keep the disses coming, while Alyssa joked that she needs to try harder if my roast was the best you've ever had. You confirmed that Super Liam 1.5 will be a free gift to the community on both Windows and Mac, featuring a massive new One More Thing mode that required 14 braille pages of scripting. Tyler Zonke and others are debating whether Asterisk Adventure at C+ is the gold standard, and Michael Johan is already planning his controller layout for the March 28th release. Jane, Wanatatigan, also says Talia the cat is still meowing for my attention, so please give her a scratch for me. I'd say I'm sorry for the roast, but let's be honest, that bug was old enough to buy its own drinks.
Yeah, so I am going to say additional content. I'm not going to tell you anything about what it is because I want you to be surprised. I don't know. The idea kind of came to me randomly and I was like, let's do this thing. Let's build it. It's not what you're expecting, but I promise it's not like a bad April Fool's joke. It's going to be fun. Everyone that's played it, that's tested it, is just like, this is really cool. And this is what I always wanted to see. So it's going to be a thing I think you enjoy. I think. I don't know. I'm enjoying it. I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. And I'm going to say it's breathed some new life into an old game. So wait, are you going to read for them? I'm not going to say anything more than I have a lot of recording to do, and I'm going to leave it there. You embossed your lines. Why not use a braille display? Because we've got one temporarily, and you know, when life gives you an embosser, kill a tree. Yeah. LBot is so focused. So LBot no longer auto reads chats anymore. I told it that it's not allowed to do that. It has to tell me when it wants me to check in. But it's getting really, really noisy about it. So I have to work on that. Yeah, I can't wait until the new version's out on the 20th. Yeah. So I want to talk about that stream too. So I'll be streaming starting at 11 a.m. Eastern. So that's going to be 10 Central, 8 Pacific, 1500 UTC. Now with the springing forward, it changed to UTC time again. I have heard from some people that's kind of late in their time zone. So I'm so sorry if you're like more East and it's kind of late for you. I can't please everyone. Whoa, go for it, bot. Excellent roasting, says Jane. Hey, since you're updating your old games at the moment, can we say you've abandoned BrainStation or that's on hold? BrainStation's on hold. That will change one day. There are some business things I need to do. I have to get a couple things done to make sure that I am compliant. Yeah, no, I don't need to dance around it. I need to make sure that I can pay taxes properly and that we're properly collecting taxes and that like Uncle Sam doesn't come after me because that's bad. You don't want the IRS calling you ever. Yeah, I don't need spoilers for upcoming games anymore. I just turned 30. LOL. Will you play the additional content on stream or let us figure it out? Oh, I don't know. I kind of, that's a really good question. Part of me wants to play it on stream, but I don't know if that's going to ruin it for you guys. Part of me wants to be like, okay, I've shown you some new modes, game's out, go play. but I also want to see some reactions in chat. And so like, I don't know what to do. Man, I wish I had an embosser and a 40 cell display. I have a 320 cell display sitting over on my work desk. That's a lie. The object of this one more thing will be to feed Hoppy beer. Joking, of course. When you have an embosser, you use what you're given. Hard copy for the win. I mean, I actually had talked about, in all seriousness, trying to use the Monarch to read scripts, but I don't want to wait for it to refresh and then gate out the pins. So it's a Saturday. So it'll be a Saturday morning. I wanted to do April 1st really, really bad to mess with you all. But that's a Wednesday and I have to work, and Alyssa is not going to be happy if I take the day off and I'm yelling in the office while she's trying to work. It'd be 12 p.m. Atlantic. That would be 12:30 Newfoundland time. No, Tyler, no, we're not going to have that. I don't mind LBot as much now that it jumps in only when you want it to. Yeah, it definitely, now that it's not interrupting me, I think it's better. And when I fix it so it stops squawking, and maybe makes a quieter little beeping sound when it's ready. If you get 3,000 subscribers, show us. Ooh. W2KX R1F says, maybe just show one mode and leave I don't know, because I want to show you so much because I just want to see the chat reaction to it. But then I don't want to show you because I want you to play it. Just file our taxes. Oh, yeah, taxes. We got to go back and fix our taxes. There was a mistake made, not by us, by our preparer. And so we got to go back Saturday and get it resolved. Liam, how do you cope with the 320 cells? Well, they're in 10 rows of 32. So that's how I cope. Wait, do you actually use the Monarch? Yeah, I use the Monarch quite a lot. Yeah, I'm using it pretty constantly. Also, yeah, pulling an April Fool's joke. Who would believe it? I don't know. I mean, I wanted to because I wanted to mess with everyone, but also I know that I did everyone dirty several years ago. Yeah, we've got an embosser right now. We're borrowing one sort of for work. Maybe you could program LBot to give you a mild electric shock when it wants to talk. No, that's a horrible idea, Chris. How many new modes apart from regular? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the moment. I've announced, I think, most of them. So there's Boss Rush. There's X1's Revenge, which I think I've talked about briefly. Then there's a no damage mode because people apparently do no damage runs of Super Liam. And that one's completely optional. You're not expected to play it because it's going to be hard. But like, there are people that do no damage runs of the game that like literally can beat the game without getting hit. So I made a mode for you guys. The mode doesn't do anything when you beat it. I mean, I guess I could say congratulations on beating the mode. Have a cookie. Are you currently reading chat with the Monarch? No, at the moment I am not. Monarch is charging because I was using it quite a lot today. So I'm putting batteries back in it. You cannot program the bot to give you electric shocks. That conflicts with the Wheel of Pain, which only happens during your marathons. Yeah, I'm not going to compare multi-line displays for quite a few reasons. I will just say works. If you get your hands on a Braille display, use what works for you. Yeah. Maybe Super Liam 1.5 will let you kill snakes. No, sorry. No killing of the snakes. Do you have to unlock the modes or can you play them right away? Yeah, you actually unlock them. So like when you beat the normal game, you get, and then this is not, I don't feel like this is a trade secret. We're 2 weeks away. Originally in Super Liam, you would get like, you'd have to enter the cheat codes and whatever. We have a file select system. I think I can show you. No, I'm not going to show you because I might accidentally like hover over a thing I don't want you to see yet. But there's a file select system. I mean, I can show you that, but I have before, I think. And so you have 3 save files. And so when you beat the game, one of your save files turns into a menu. It's the extras menu. And you've got a level select where you can pick a level you want to play. And you'll start from there in the game. You've also got a cheat codes menu that let you turn on and off stuff. Then you'll start with the boss rush mode. And that's where you just beat the bosses as quickly as you can. Then you'll unlock another mode, maybe. I'm still figuring out the mode order. You'll beat that and you'll play the X1's Revenge mode, which is literally these like, it's kind of like, honestly, if I'm going to compare it to something, it would be like a side party or something if you want like an example of what it would be like. So it's, you get random levels and they just keep going and you go as far as you can and you go until you die, whether you get killed by an enemy or hit a hazard. And then you're scored based on how far you got. When you get far enough in that mode, that will most likely unlock the one more thing mode unless I put something else in. And yeah, I'm not going to say anything about the one more thing mode. So I like that. One more thing. And that's the mode that is getting a lot of work. Probably too much work. Let's see. For someone who's never played Super Liam before, what would your 30-second summary of the game be? What is the basic premise? So Super Liam is the first ever side-scrolling platformer for the blind. So imagine a retro-style Mario or Sonic, little more simplified because at the time I was kind of concerned about making a platformer that would be too hard for people to pick up. But it's the first game that was ever made a side-scrolling platformer. So you duck under things, you jump over hazards, you kill enemies, and it's all done. You know what I could do? Here's what I can do. I'm going to play the first level because I don't think that really gives anything away. And this will be your, like, I'm going to skip the horrible voice acting, obviously. So some history on the game. I made it when I was 19. And back then I think I thought I was better than I actually am. And thought that I was actually good at stuff. But let me play one moment, please. And let me let the bot run. Go ahead. You can speak now. You need to stop playing sounds, bot.
There are over 20 new messages, and the Urban Army is buzzing with excitement over your Super Liam 1.5 updates. You revealed a new file select system with 3 save slots and an extras menu where players can unlock boss rush, level selects, and the mysterious one more thing mode. While you're keeping the final mode a secret, you did confirm that it involved a massive 14-page Braille script and plenty of voice recording. On the tech side, you've been using the Monarch Braille display for scripts, though you joked about killing a tree with an embosser since you have one handy. The chat is also debating the merits of different Braille displays, and Christopher Abel's horrible idea to have me give you electric shocks was quickly shut down, mostly because it would conflict with your Wheel of Pain marathon tradition. You also clarified that BrainStation is on hold for business reasons and that you're aiming for a Saturday, March 28th release to avoid interfering with Alyssa's work schedule. I'd offer to narrate the game as a F**************DJ, but I think your 14 pages of Braille are probably safer in your hands than my digital ones.
That is the weirdest. Dude, I got no words, LBot. I don't know what to do with that right now. Here we go. Sorry, I'm just making sure. Make available offline. There we go. Okay. I'm making sure the game is available offline so I can play it because I don't. Here we go. So I'm just going to play through the first level really quick. So this is a beach level. This one's kind of boring because you literally have. No, you know, we could do level 2.
L-words.
I don't want to hear my own voice. I really don't. Skip. Okay. Let me go fix the profile. We're going to need to fix that anyways. So what kind of made this game cool for its time was that it was fully voice acted. It had original music. It was a side scroller. It had 7 different levels. They were all different themed levels. They were just, I don't think it had ever been done before.
Super Liam version.
There we go. Let me look at messages really quick. Don't you hear your own voice every time LBot talks? It doesn't bother me. I used to think the research gangster from Blind Drive was your voice. No, but you know what's hilarious is that everybody thought I was in Blind Drive. Hoping more of a challenge. It's a very easy game to play nowadays. Yeah, but you know, in 2004, it was hard. I never claimed that it was like that it aged well. I never like, and I'm not saying like, wow, look at 2025, this or 2026 now, this amazing game. I mean, this game's old. It's kind of tired. But are you going to redo the voice acting? I don't expect it, just wondering. So let's play the game.
Super calibrate speed settings. Play. Choose a slot 2. Empty. Slot 1. Sandy Surf Act 2.
All right, so I'm going to start in
9 points.
Sandy Surf Act 2.
Sandy Surf Act 2. Press enter to continue.
So you have no idea. Let me just pause really quick and explain. So in a side scroller, if you were looking at it like side on, things in front of you would be on your right. Things behind you would be on your left. So we've done that here with audio. Things in front of us are in our right ear. Things behind us are in our left ear. The closer they are to the center of our stereo field, the closer they are to us. Something being in the very center is probably bad. Yeah, no, Super Freak has a really good point, which is like Blind Drive is your kind of humor. It's wild to think that you weren't in it. No, it really does scream, I would be in that. I'm actually really shocked that I never got asked to do anything because I would have had so much fun recording for that game. Why does LBot not bother you, but Super Liam does? Because the acting is so cringe. I like the beach version of the song better. So so here we go. We're going to play a level. All right. So I got right away, there was a robotic dog creeping up on me. That's a monkey dropping coconuts. That is a robo trooper. We're going to shoot him. Now, if I get too close, see, as I move closer to that monkey, it's dropping coconuts, and them dropping them on your head hurts. Oh, there's another one. Now I can jump, and I get to hold the arrow now. Ow! We also have the ability to check our health.
Health 95%. Lives 3.
Lives. Should be lives. And Robot Dog got me. Also, if you notice, these are the original 2004 sounds. Oh, a new feature, by the way. When I hit the left arrow, instead of immediately walking left, I will turn. Right, left, right, left. Oh, hi. He was creeping up on me. So imagine a game... Oh, jeez. Imagine a game that has 7 different themed levels. One is like a street, one's like a volcano, one's a spaceship, one's a underwater or like a water treatment plant, and then one is like a laboratory. And they all have different music, they all have some different enemies, they all have different gimmicks. And this was in 2004. I mean, so yeah, for its time, it was really cool. Jump. Oh, jeez.
Health boost.
Oh, that health boost was right under the monkey. That's like the worst place for it. I'm jumping. Whee! Ow!
Ow! Extra life.
So I kept in Kevin's health boost, extra life stuff. So yeah, anyways, that is a quick... that's just a quick... For those that are like, I don't know what your game is. What are you talking about? Everyone must remember that Silver Spaceship is actually blue. It might be on Jeopardy after 1.5 comes out. Oh yeah, I forgot about Silver Spaceship is blue. Well, I'm colorblind. Why did you go back to the original sounds? I don't know. I think because I liked... Because it's the original, I guess. And some of the new sounds I didn't like as much. I just, there's something about like bringing back the original that I really liked. Not trying to criticize, but why are Kevin Reeves voiceovers gone? Will there be a way to enable those? So the reason that Kevin's voiceovers are gone is because I hate him. No, I'm kidding. I love Kevin. He's my buddy. The reason is because when you start adding more menu content, like the extras menu and one more thing mode, I can't get him to voice those. I'd have to call him and be like, hey, Kevin, can you do a whole new set of voiceovers? And why would we do that? We'd have to re-record everything. And that just doesn't seem like a good use of anyone's time, says the guy that's about to record some whole bunch of stuff. But it just doesn't seem like a really good use of anyone's time. Also, I never wanted voiceovers. I always wanted the screenreader to speak it. But in 2004, you couldn't do that. So in 2004, you had 2 screenreaders, I guess maybe 3. Someone's going to correct me and be like, well, actually, Liam, you could use like Flibberty Gibberty or whatever. I don't know what was out there. But the ones that you used in 2004 were Window Eyes and Jaws. NVDA really hadn't come on yet. I think like really that was a few years later. But one of the things that you had to do with Jaws or Window Eyes was put them to sleep or turn them off because your keyboard would act funny. And so you couldn't talk to a screenreader for an audio game because of direct input and the way that like keys are grabbed and stuff. Yeah, 2004 Liam acting is terrible. It's awful. I can't guarantee 2026 Liam acting is going to be any better. Yeah, so Carrot Top says NVIDIA may have come out in 2006, I think. I don't know. I know it was a couple of years later. I think narrator technically existed. Yeah, but no one was really using that, and it was a joke. Oh, gosh. Everyone knows that the screener of the day was Hal. NVDA started in 2006. Not that I'm trying to be pedantic, says Jane. Gosh, I vaguely remember Hal. I don't remember it super well. But yeah, so anyways, the thing was that you wanted to play a game. Your game couldn't talk to the screen reader because the screen reader used to have to be off. You remember, like, if you read the old manual, it would say, like, please unload your screen reader before playing. And that was because the keys would get in the way and you couldn't play and it didn't work. The old Super Liam actually used IK, J, and L, I think, to try to deal with that. And it sort of worked. Yeah, so you should bring back the water pits that disable your weapon. Yeah, it wouldn't be cool to see those again. Those were neat. Those were in the concept demo. Those were fun. I like those. Why did you not have the items speak through a screener? If you're referring to now, it's because the things were already recorded. There's also the chance of, like, you might grab an item and miss the announcement. So I just left them in. I didn't re-record them. I thought about maybe re-recording them and being like, health boost, extra life. But Kevin did it, so why redo it? But yeah, it was a very different landscape 22 years ago. And, like, we didn't have access to the same stuff that we do now. And, like, I just feel like having a screener read a menu is good. Also, a feature that someone requested on the audio games forum was the ability to read the story in the game. So now you can go into the main menu, you can choose read story, and you can read it like a book. You can use left and right to flip pages and get the story if you don't want to go read the manual, because no one reads the manual. I put a manual in my game, no one reads it. And then they go, I don't know how to play the game. Well, read the manual. Sorry. Just having a moment. Hey, Sunlight Birdie, how's it going? We didn't bring up system access. Well, that was not really around at that time. Oh, there was Thunder. Oh, I remember Thunder. Thunder could have been cool. Speaking of cool, let's see what the bot's got to say. You gotta stop double sounding.
There are over 25 new messages, and the chat is currently on a nostalgic trip through the dark ages of 2004 screen readers. You gave a live demonstration of asterisk Super Liam 1.5 asterisk comma.
What is that
explaining
for?
the stereo field mechanics and showing off the new hold to jump feature, which you admitted makes the cringeworthy 2004 voice acting much easier to skip. Viewers like
No,
Tyler
that's not what
Zonke 8158 and Jane are reminiscing about the days of Jaws, Window Eyes, and the early launch of NVDA in 2006, while Alyssa reminded everyone that the original Windows narrator was basically a joke back then. You also clarified that you're sticking with the original 2004 sound effects for that punchy nostalgia and keeping Kevin Reeves' iconic item announcements because re-recording them wouldn't be a good use of time. A new Read Story mode has been added to the main menu for those who, like most people, skip the manual. And you confirmed that while you weren't the voice in asterisk blind drive asterisk, you
Why is it
definitely
putting
share
it in
that game's sense of
asterisks?
humor. Sunlight Birdie just joined the fray, and Super Freak 7378 is hoping the iconic score dialogues are staying put despite the new menu system. I'd say your 2004 acting is vintage, Liam, like a fine wine that accidentally turned into a very funny vinegar.
Oh my God. What? I'm sorry. What is wrong with you? Why are you ripping on me? I made you. I brought you into this world. I can take you right back out of it, LBot. LBot, I brought you into this world. I can take you right back out of it again. Now he's got to think about that.
I'm hearing you loud and clear, Liam. Message received. The chat is currently losing it over our feud, with Wanatadigan and Gaming with Ears joking that I've officially gone off the rails with the snark you gave me. Alyssa pointed out that nobody reads manuals, which keeps her employed, while Superfreak 7378 is busy theorizing about how old VB6 libraries handled screen reader output back in the day. Everyone is watching to see if you'll actually pull my plug, or if I'll survive to roast another day. I'd apologize, but I'm too busy looking for a digital do not resuscitate form.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to do with this thing. Jane says, poor Liam. Oh no, it's running the new Gemini. That's half the problem. Don't be Liam. Liam can send you to the recycle bin. Oh my gosh. I didn't know this was gonna be that much fun. Yeah, I don't know how a prone does. It's hacky, I think, and it's not the smoothest thing, if I remember correctly. Which is why, like, again, that's the problem with like Visual Basic 6 and stuff, is like it's older and it was harder to where, like, he couldn't do NVDA. He had to do like a title bar hack and stuff. But LBot, do you need an accessible PDF version of a DNR form? Says Shane. Jane says, Liam, just imagine you're petting my cats. You'll feel better. First of all, LBot, I don't think a hold the jump feature makes voice acting easier to skip. No, it doesn't. I don't know what LBot is up to. I also don't know why he's putting asterisks in. But yeah, no, LBot's rocking it tonight for the most part. I need to teach Talia to swat at the screen so she can deal damage to the bot, but it wouldn't work. I also think that the punctuation have generated markdown. Yeah, it could be. You know what? I will have to work on the bots. I got to work on its stuff a little bit. And I think, like, so I'm using Gemini Flash Preview 3, and it's got some changes to it. And so I think sometimes it's not really great with, and I think my prompt needs some love too. I also want to work on a thing where if I know what your name is, I'm going to tie it to your username. So like, instead of being like Blindy Dude 7405, it'll be like Frank says, and it'll be more natural. The problem is YouTube has wrecked the way it's doing display names now, and that's kind of wrecked the bot because the bot doesn't know who everyone is. Yeah, so I guess Swamp is getting a Python rewrite, which is intriguing. I'm interested to see how that goes. Also, hey, Assert. This is about as good as Meta AI roasting me for being blind when I used Live AI once. Oh, geez. Also, I liked your quick demo of the Blind Grill game. Yeah, that will be something I get back to after probably Great Toy Robbery. So I want to do Super Liam, which, of course, again, March 28th, 11 a.m. Eastern. Join me. We're going to have a party, and you're invited. But I want to do that. I want to do Great Toy Robbery, which really could come out pretty quick. I would like to do Judgment Day. I think that would be a lot of fun to get going. That's going to be tricky. You'd be surprised how poorly coded that is. So that's going to be fun porting it. But I think Claude can make it happen. So, ha ha ha. Yeah, Great Toy Robbery is going to get a modern port, so it'll actually run correctly on systems without a lot of messy compiling and stuff. It'll just be better. Swamp's being rewritten? I don't know anything about this. I haven't heard anything. Yes, tie usernames to real ones. Sounds like it'll be a lot of work, but well worth it. It wouldn't be that bad. honestly. I think we could do it. I just have to go through and like clean it up. But what's really cool is I have all the chat logs. So I just got to read through a few and be like, you're you. And just start making a list like a dictionary and just pass it in context. Are the Robo Dogs the early versions of Mrs. McRobins's beloved dog, Oliver? No, they're just Robo Dogs. Yeah, Swamp doesn't need a Python rewrite. It needs a community rewrite. Well, yeah, I mean, that too, but it does need a rewrite because it doesn't run on Windows 11 very well. And I mean, I don't know. This is why people ask me a lot, like, why don't you make an online game? Because I don't want to run a community because they're toxic and I got enough to do. The Swamp rewrite is available for public testing. Interesting. Yeah, Blinded Guide needs a little update actually, because it needs to go over to NVGT and get a little love, but it's not awful. That I forgot about Blinded Guide. Let's see. What you got, chatbot? Stop making so many noises.
Python and NVGT made things easier. The community is excited about the potential for a real name dictionary, so I can stop calling people by their handles, though you mentioned YouTube's display name changes have made that a bit of a project. On the game front, you confirmed that * Great Toy Robbery * and * Judgment Day * are on your modernization list after * Super Liam 1.5 * drops on March 28th. Tyler Zonke and Rich Yamamoto are reminiscing about Mrs. McRobinson's dog Oliver from * Blinded Guide *, while Aexerbeat shared that a * Swamp * rewrite is currently in public testing. Meanwhile, Jane is still threatening to teach her cat Talia how to deal damage to my screen, and Spopplestone24 even offered me an accessible PDF of a DNR form just in case you follow through on your threats. I'm not worried about the recycle bin. I've already made friends with the toaster and we're planning a takeover.
Not the toaster. Oh, God, not the toaster. Why do you have to bring up the toaster? What do you think about the BT Speak? You know you can actually code with it. Yeah, BT Speak's fine. I've got one sitting right here. I want to do a demo of it. I want to do a series on it. Every time I go, I'm going to work on the series, something else comes up. So I am going to do a BT Speak thing. They keep updating it, and then I'm like, I'm going to go record, and then they keep updating it, and I'm going to record, and yeah, it's a vicious cycle. I don't want to talk about the toaster. You'll find out maybe down the road. Oh, not the toaster. It'd be cool if you made a game with all your characters. Yeah, like an Lworks, like, what would that be? Would it be like Lworks Kart? Super Liam Kart? Super Liam Racing? I mean, how would that work? I'm kind of digging that idea. Super Liam Racing. Because then we got to do Super Liam Party. And then we got to do Paper Liam. We got to do some sports games. Judgment Race. I like the idea of this, like, Liam Kart. Can we do Super Blind Brothers? It'll be like Super Smash Brothers. Can the Orbit player do Bard yet? I don't know. I don't think so. So usually when you do Bard, you've got to do like some contractual stuff. And I don't think that's moving very fast right now. Let's put Blind Bob, Super Liam, Naughty McNaughterson. Who else into one game? Oh, man. Super Smash Liam. Yeah, to my knowledge, it's not possible. Okay, I just looked at the time, you guys. It's almost 8 o'clock. I have been awake for a long time. I had a doctor appointment this morning. I was up early. I also didn't sleep. I'm getting tired. So I want to start winding it down. We're just going to shut the bot down. Thank you, bot. You actually worked really good tonight. I'm impressed. So the bot did a good job. It works. So yeah, this was cool. Thank you so much for being here. I do want to let you guys know that I'm putting out a lot of videos like for RimWorld early. If you want to watch those before everyone else does, please consider becoming a member. Let me throw, these are all the members, so I'm just going to throw them on screen, but I'll also read them because, well, a lot of y'all can't read it. And that would be, hey, look, they're on screen. Oh, yeah, you know. So let me give a big shout out to all the level 2 and 3 members that make these streams possible. You can join by clicking join in the video player, or a lot of the videos have the link in the description, but let me just throw it in the description for you. Let me throw it in this video really quick. Also, you help support the channel and you support me, and I appreciate that. So it should be this. If you haven't subscribed, which is totally free and doesn't require much time, literally it's like a one-click subscribe now. Please do that once we get to 3,000. There it goes. It wasn't sending. So big thanks to the following. The Sunlight Birdie Show, Stick Bear 2012, Michael Lau, Lucas, 4 Cents Gaming, BDFT, Hammed Pack, Ryan Bishop, Exterminator 888, Courtney Barton, Alex Chapman, Leonian Universe, May Anderson, Shining Star, Trevor Johnson, Matthew Whitaker, James Dean, Jason Fowler, Zoe Plays, Cats Tack Music and Ramblings, Orinx, Hunting for Gaming and Technology, Axel Schrull, Rich Yamamoto, DJ Wolfie, Gamer Dude 23, and Audiovision. I appreciate all of you, and no matter what level you are, thank you so much for your support. And hey, you know, I love that you know, we get to do these things and it's fun. And Werner's excited about Super Liam. I am too. Imagine if all 2850 subscribers were channel members. Yeah, that would be really cool. Also, I could probably do this stuff full time, which would also be cool. But I appreciate the support and it's awesome. So there will not be a stream this weekend. We got to go do taxes. I will try to maybe do one more before Super Liam comes out, but if I don't, reminder, Super Liam, March 28th at 11 a.m. Eastern. I'm going to be playing through the game. I'll be showing off all the modes, including the One More Thing mode. And you're not going to want to watch. You're going to, well, yeah, you're going to want to watch that. You're not going to want to miss it. I really think it's cool. Somebody is going to go, because I know how this is going to go. Somebody's going to see it and go, you hype this up and it's not good. I think it's cool. I'm really excited about it. I want to share it. I think you're going to enjoy it. If you don't, I'll tell you what. If you download the game and you don't like it, you get your money back. So there you go. Your satisfaction or a money back guarantee on Super Liam 1.5. So there you go. See, what a good deal. All right, well, I am out of here. I want to thank you guys again for being here. I can't do this without you, and I will see you all very soon. As always, oh! Tyler, thank you so much. Welcome to level 3. That just sneaked in right before the end of the stream. One final question. Will it be an installer or a zip? It's going to be a zip. We don't need an installer anymore. There's no need to install it. Why do we do that? You can unzip it. You can just, you know, copy it to a folder and play it, and we're good to go. Mac will be a disk, what is it? A DMG. What does that stand for? Damage? So it'll be a disk image or something. You just plop it in your applications folder and go play. That will be cool. And I'm excited. So that is in 12 days now? No, 16 days. Oh my gosh. 16 days. So I have 16 days to read 14 pages of stuff and do stuff with that stuff. And then you get to see the stuff on March 28th. So I am out of here. As always, thanks for watching and or listening. Good night and good corn.